welcome back to the Reese's Crochet Creations vlog. I am Reese from Reese's Crochet Creations, and I knit, I crochet. I am hopefully learning to sew soon, so think about that. And if you're new here, that's pretty much all you need to know. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I try to talk a little louder because that's really loud. But I got this 100% superwash merino. I mean, I don't know if it's super. I just got this 100% merino wool sweater. And how I know it's 100% merino wool, it doesn't have a tag or anything on it, but it's hand knit, so I can frog it and use it for the yarn. How I know it's 100% wool is they had yarn, and I'll show you the other yarn I got in a second. But there was leftover yarn from this project, and I don't know where the tag went, but the tag said 100% superwash merino wool. And I was like, wait a minute, that is wool. That's like freaking expensive. And this was like $4. And this is gonna be like $150 maybe worth of wool. I'm just gonna pause there real quick because I feel like I'm being way over dramatic. It is not like $150. It's like maybe like $75 worth of wool. I don't know why I said it's that much, but it is not that much worth in wool. I'm just crazy. Wool, which is insane because this stuff, wool is so expensive. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, I also got some of this, and I don't know what it is, but I love it. I got this one, looks like Galaxy. I don't know what this looks like. I just love this blue color. I don't know what it is, but I love it, so I got it. Like, it's awesome. And then I got a bunch of cotton, so I got 2 of these blue cottons. This looks very old. It's this natural circular cotton. I don't know, it's old, but I got 2 of those. And then I got 2 of these super pretty rose. These are Lion brand 100% cotton, so getting more cotton. And then 2 of these, same brand as the blue one, more cotton. And this Lion brand cotton. So I want to wash all this yarn because it just smells old. It kind of smells musty. So I want to go through and I want to wash the yarn. But as of right now, I need to recake some of it because I can't wash this whole thing all the way through. Like, I need to cake it into smaller skeins so then I can wash it because you can't wash the middle. So right now I'm going to separate the skeins out that I'm going to wash just normal. Like this one, this is thin, so I'm just going to wash it normal. And then the ones that I need to recake and then wash. So I'm going to go through do that, and then I brought the electric yarn grinder up here. So then let's cake it, and then we can start washing the things. Okay, so let me see if I can set you up over here. So this is the Lion brand. This is the, oh, here's the tag for this is the Sea Pure Merino Wool. This is for the merino wool. But anyway, here's the tag. And so this is just going to be plain wash. I don't need to cake it, so that's just going to get washed. These ones are thinner. They're not full cake, so I think I'm just going to wash these ones. So these ones are just plain old, just wash without anything. These, I don't even know. I'm just not going to cake these. I'm just going to wash them like this and then cake them after they're washed because I don't even know how to deal with this. But I need to see if it'll wash good and if it'll get fluffy because I don't even know if I'm going to wash this. This might be a bad idea to wash. But I'm just going to set those. This, obviously, I'm not going to cake it and then wash it. I'm going to wash it and then cake it because that's easier. But these ones, these are all thicker ones. So I think I'm going to cake all these into smaller cakes and then wash them. So let's cake everything, let's cake everything and then wash it and then frog this sweater. I'll show you guys, we have this sweet outside bathtub. So this is what I'm going to be washing everything in. This is the bathtub. I'm just kind of try to film over here, but I'm just gonna be washing everything in this bathtub, so it's gonna be nice. Anyway, let's start caking what we can. So I'm gonna try to get these cakes like super loose, so you can weave it all the way down here, but I want my cakes to be loose so that water can go through them easier and they can get cleaned easier. So I will make them tight cakes after I wash them. When I'm washing them, I want them to be able to, like, I want them to be nice and loose. So, okay. I think this is just going to be a situation where I have to hold the winder. Like this. I think I'm just going to have to hold it. Okay, so I looked it up, and 100% cotton is usually safe. And it says, let me check the tag. It says 100% usually. For merino wool, you're supposed to gently wash it in cold water and, like, you know, gently wash it. Don't put it, like, hang dry, all the typical stuff. But if it's super wash merino wool, usually it can go in the washing machine and stuff. But I know cotton can go in the washing machine because that is just durable. But it just says pure merino wool. So it says hand wash, dry flat. So I don't, let me feel. It might be too hot. I might have to put more cold water in there. It said wash cold. But anyway, I think I'm good to hand wash it. It's not super wash merino wool, I don't think. But I think I'm going to add some more cold to that bathtub. And then we can wash the wool. But let's keep caking. Okay, I feel like that got confusing there. So what I'm saying is the wool I got isn't super wash merino wool, and super wash merino wool you can typically put in the washer or dryer, but just normal merino wool should be washed, just like hand wash, flat dry, like don't put it in the washer or dryer or anything. And I think this is just normal merino wool. So when I looked it up, it said wash in cold water, so now I'm adding more cold water to that bathtub to make it colder water so I can safely wash the wool without like felting it or anything, because I really don't want to mess it up, because this is expensive. Like, wool is expensive. And then cotton is fine. Cotton is so durable. It's a natural material. This can go in the wash. This can go anywhere. So I can just wash this plain, like let it dry. Like, the cotton is going to be fine, but the wool is what I want to be careful about. So I think I can wash cotton in any temperature water, but the wool, I think it needs to be colder water. So I'm adding more cold water to there. And then I'm going to finish caking this cotton, and then we can wash everything. But I should be really careful with this wool, because wool is freaking expensive. So let's finish winding everything, and then let's wash it. I looked it up, and for this yarn, I should gently hand wash it in cold water. So I think I'm going to have to drain that tub a little bit and make it colder, because it said, I think a lot of this should just be washed in cold water. So I think this should be washed in cold water so you see the fluffies, to maintain the fluffy state of it. So I think I'm going to drain that bathtub a little bit and just add more cold water, and then we will continue caking and prepping this yarn to be washed. I think I'm kind of missing the main point of this video. The main point is learning how to frog sweaters that are either hand knit or machine made that you can frog. So pretty much my goal in this video is not just to wash all this yarn. This video, I want it to be based around making this sweater, frogging it, and then like turning it into yarn, you know? Because I would like to learn how to do that, because you can save so much yarn from thrifted sweaters and just sale sweaters. Like, I got this at a estate sale for $4, and this is like $100 worth of merino wool. It's insane. So I want this video to be mostly focused on, I mean, I'm not pointing that out, I'm just saying I'm confusing myself. So I feel like I've been focusing a lot on caking the yarn and washing the yarn, but pretty much this video is, I'm trying to have it be this sweater. Like, just about this sweater, because the yarn is another side note, because I also got it at the sale and also has to be washed, but the sweater is the main bit. Okay, so I drained some of the hot water, so now I'm filling it up with cold water. So hopefully it'll be, I want it to be just cold enough so it's safe enough for this yarn and the eyelash yarn to go through and get washed safely. So now let's finish caking everything, and then we can wash it. That table I'm sitting at, and this, where's my hand gun? It's a super thin, it's super, like, you can't attach a yarn winder clip onto that. It has to be a flat surface, and this is an edge, so I couldn't attach it onto that, so I just have to hold it when I'm caking it. But like, whatever, that works. So I have the first half of the blue cake caked, and I think it's nice that I'm doing it thinner so I can actually like wash it, because it's going to be difficult to wash. So let me finish caking this one, and then I'm going to feel the bathtub and see if it's gonna be cold enough for the wool and the eyelash yarn, because I don't want to ruin any of this, because this is expensive. I know we got it for cheap, but still, like, when it's an opportunity like this, it's a good opportunity. So let's cake this and then check the bathtub. I think it's high enough. Oh, dang it, still a little warm. It's still a little warm. Let me see what I can do. So it turns out it's not that cold, so I got some ice, and now I'm just gonna hope that cools it down a little bit, because it needs to be a little cooler, I think, if I'm going to wash it in here. I think it needs to be just a little cooler, because they're cooler. I just don't want to ruin it by felting it, but dang it, why is it not that cold? Let me turn it back on and see how cold the water is, because maybe I could do some more water. I mean, it's cold water, but it's not that cold, so this is still like warm, and I don't want it to be warm, so maybe I should, I mean, it's colder, it's not that cold. Maybe I'll leave it on for a little bit longer. I hope the ice makes it a little more. That was barely any ice though for a big bathtub, so I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but let's hope that it makes a difference. Anyway, I just don't want to mess up the yarn by felting it or anything. So let me show you what else we have. Obviously that's getting washed, and then I have to cake that, and that. And these are the ones that are ready to be washed. So let's do that. I got another bowl of ice, and the first bowl actually worked. So I got a second bowl of ice, and now I'm hoping that the ice will work. I'm hoping that the ice is going to work, and that we will have, it just can't be too warm. I think it's gonna be pretty good, but we'll see. Anyway, let's finish caking these last 5 skeins. JK, one was hiding under the sweater. So let's finish caking these last 5 skeins. Oops. Come on, 5 skeins, and then we can wash them. Finished winding all the yarn, and I had the bathtub cooled off. So now let's sort through this, let's lay it out, and then we can wash it, because it's all bound, it's all ready to be washed. And the bathtub got cooled down. So now we're all good to literally just wash this, and then we can set it out to dry, and then we can frog the sweater. And I'm so excited to frog this because I've never done it before, and it's something new. So let's do it. So it's not very nicely laid out, but I just had to set it out to see how much I had to wash. So for these, the thing is, they don't smell that bad. I think they're newer, and I don't know what to do with the label, and I don't know how to wind them. So I think instead of winding them, washing them, I think I'll just wind them and leave them the way it is. And then we can just wind this when we wind all these after they're washed. So these aren't going to get washed because these fine. They don't smell bad. They don't smell anything. But I think the cotton is older cotton. They had older labels on them. They had older style labels. Cotton is really old, so it's going to smell musty. But I think this is newer, so I don't have to wash this. I'm just going to cake it. So I will cake it when I cake everything else, but now let's wash things. Okay, so I just added a little more ice. That's just to be sure, because I don't want to mess it up. I think it's fine, but I just added a little more ice just in case. So there's the ice. I'm gonna give that a minute to cool down. But I think I'm just gonna dip a skein in it and like rub it around without the soap, because with the soap, generally when you wash it, then you have to put some vinegar in, and then you wash it, and then you have to spray it out to get the vinegar out. But I'm just gonna dip this in and see if I can get it to not smell musty, because it didn't come from a smoker's home. It doesn't smell like anything bad. It just smells a little musty. So I'm gonna see if I can just get that musty smell off without the soap, because then I wouldn't have to use the soap, which would be pretty nice. So I'm hoping I can do that. But if I have to use the soap, like that's not that bad, I'll just have to put some vinegar in the water. Like, it's not really, I feel like I'm gonna have to wash the sweater with the soap. I think I won't mind washing the yarn without the soap, but I think the sweater will definitely have to get washed with the soap. So it still smells kind of musty, so I think I'll just wash everything. So whatever, that works though. So now I'm going to go through, I'm going to wash everything. We'll wash it, we'll put some vinegar in the water, we'll mix it around, and then we set it out to dry. And once the sweater's dry, we can go to the fun part. We can take all the yarn, and then we can frog the sweater and see how much yarn we get out of it, which is I'm most excited for that. So let's get to work. So I'm going to start with washing all the cotton first, and then washing it with soap, putting vinegar in there, rinsing it out, spraying it off, and then letting it out to dry. And then I will do the wool and the wool sweater all separately, because I want to do the cotton and the wool separately. So let's start with the cotton, and then we can do the wool. Okay, so now I'm going to put the wool in, because I already have some soap in there. So I'm going to put the wool in, I'm going to wash it, and then I'll just put the vinegar in and set them all to dry at the same time. Okay, so I washed it, I sprayed it, I cleaned it out. It's all been washed and sprayed and cleaned, and now I just set it out to dry. I squeezed as much water as I can out of it. It's just, all this yarn is just sitting out for dry now, so let me show you the sweater. Okay, the sweater is over here, it's sitting on this chair in the sun. It's drying really fast. I should probably flip it over Yeah, I should probably flip it over at this point, but it's drying pretty fast. And yeah, so there's the sweater, there's the yarn. I think right now I'm gonna wind the weird eyelash yarn in that bag, and then I'll come back when the sweater and everything else is done drying and we can wind it all up. So I only decided to cake one because this is the one that was kind of falling apart. So I only caked one, and these ones are fine. So I left these two normal. Well, this one's not that bad. It's not normal, but it's not as bad as this one was. So this was kind of a big problem. So I caked this one, and now I'm just waiting for everything to dry. And then once everything dries, we'll recake the cakes and we will frog the sweater. And yeah, so I'm pretty much just waiting for everything to dry. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a little update. So the yarn in the cakes wasn't drying fast enough, so we are putting it on these frog panels and we are winding it up so it can dry faster. And the sweater still smelled pretty bad, so we put that back into vinegar water, so hopefully that'll help get the smell out more. The yarn wasn't that bad, but we obviously I've just been layering it up on the panels and just to get it to dry out faster. Like, it's actually drying out now, like it was not drying in the cakes. So I have a lot more to do. This is the first one. Me and my mom have been working on it, and so let's do more of that. Okay, so it's been a few days. The yarn has been drying. The yarn is actually back there with the sweater, so everything should be dry now. Me and my mom re-soaked the sweater in vinegar, and now it does not smell as browny, so we can frog this, and we can take all the yarn off the panels and cake that. So I think I'll save the sweater for last, and let's start with caking the yarn from the panels. Taking forever, and I really wanted to try to frog this, so now I'm going to try to frog this and making it back, finishing up these panels. I already got one, halfway through that one, I got 3 skeins of yarn, so now I want to try to frog this, so let's do it. So I just finished frogging the sweater, and we got 6 cakes of merino wool. Like, that's insane. For a $4 sweater, this is a lot of merino wool for that. Like, I find normal wool itchy most of the time. I mean, it depends on what condition it's in. Like, if it's been washed wrong or anything, it's going to be itchy. But but most of the time I find it itchy. But merino wool is so soft. Like, this is just so soft. So we got 6 cakes of merino wool from that. And so for some of the yarn that we bound up on the panels, it wasn't actually worth like using. Like, it wasn't worth unwinding it because it was just old cotton. It didn't really work. So I have a few cakes of cotton, but I'm mostly excited about the merino wool because this is awesome. I just got so much wool for $4. Like, this is an insane amount of yarn. Like, this is just an insane amount of yarn for $4. But like wool, like, that's awesome. So now this is gonna have to be the end of our video because I'm trying to get a few videos ahead. Because me and my mom are going to Hawaii, so I need a video while we're in Hawaii and a video when we're a week after Hawaii, so I can have some time to like get home, reset, and start filming the week's videos. So I have this week's, next week's, the next week's, the week we're in Hawaii, and the week after Hawaii after we get home, because then it's just kind of confusing. But I just need to be 2 or 3 videos ahead so I can have some time to reset and get home and film some more videos. So I can tell you what the next video is going to be. The next video is going to be a pattern test vlog. I'm pattern testing for Rainbow Designs, and I'm testing 2 of her patterns. I think it's going to be a pattern pack. I'm testing her German Shepherd and her Golden Retriever puppy, and I might make a white one. We have a white Golden Retriever. He's an English German Retriever technically, but he's white, and I want to make a white one. So that's going to be the next vlog. Plus, I need to make a baby sweater and a purple and pink glittery dragon. So if you want to see that, make sure you come back next week. And so this is gonna be it for today's vlog. And let's go to the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. In this video, we got so much wool and some cotton for like $8. Like, this is so much wool for $4. Like, this is insane. So we did this. We did the cotton, washed it, we went through the whole process. It was a long process. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share this video to a crochet friend. And I will see you guys next time in my next vlog, where I'll be pattern testing and making a sparkly dragon and maybe a baby sweater. So I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!